بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، صلى الله تعالى وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه الكرام وكل مسلم تبع هداه واستمسك بسنته إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، قال الله تعالى في كتابه الجليل: وأذن في الناس بالحج يأتوك رجالا وعلى كل ضامر يأتين من كل فج عميق ليشهدوا منافع لهم. Respected scholars, our Hujjaj, brothers and sisters, I would like first of all to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and second to thank ICNA for honoring me here tonight. And I just responded to Imam Shamsi, I think if not last night or this morning, that I'm going to attend inshallah. Alhamdulillah, I just came back from Long Island and I have the opportunity to enjoy the recitation of Imam today in Maghrib. Jazakallah Shaykh. You know, Qadar Allah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to decide something, it happens. I was in a house in Long Island today, officiating a marriage of a brother, a Bangladeshi brother. And he just mentioned about the name of a scholar who came from Bangladesh, that he's working with in Bangladesh for our Rohingya brothers and sisters. And it happened to be our Sheikh. So Allah, you know, this is qadar that I'm going to meet him. So I'm meeting him today here. Because I knew his name before that. Alhamdulillah. Brothers and sisters, we are celebrating an important thing in Islam. And that is the returning of our Hujjaj from Hajj. Hajj is one of the most important ibadah in Islam. Now, I'd like to underline at least 4 points. Number one, Hajj is the conclusions of all al-ibadah in Islam. It includes everything. And if we talk about the 5 pillars of Islam, number one is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. There's no deity worthy to be worshipped but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the first one that the Hujjaj committed into it is about La ilaha illallah. When they say, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk, la sharika laka. And that is the essence of La ilaha illallah. When we talk about Salat, for the whole life, Muslims are praying, focusing into a same direction. Al-Qibla al-Musharrafa, Al-Ka'bah al-Musharrafa. Now the Hujjaj are coming into the same direction. Now they are at the point of that direction. All people from south to north, east to west are directing their faces to the same direction. Al-Makkah, Makkah al-Mukarramah. This is Salat. So there is a Salat, and the importance of Salat is there in the Hajj. And the third one, when we talk about fasting, brothers and sisters, in the Hajj there is a fasting. Why? Because the essence of fasting is to abstain, to restrain our egoistic tendencies, to hold ourselves. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, فَمَنْ فَرَضَ فِيهِنَّ الْحَجَّ فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوقَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. And you know what? Sometimes the most difficult moment to control our desire and our ego, our anger, when we're in the Hajj. Even in front of the Kaaba. Everyone wants to kiss Al-Hajar al-Aswad, and sometimes it's so difficult to restrain our anger. And fasting means restraining our egoistic tendencies. That is fasting in the Hajj. When you talk about zakat, zakat is there. Why? Because the one who cannot pay zakat is not obligated. It is not an obligatory upon him to perform Hajj. How are you going to do Hajj if you cannot even pay zakat? So when you go to Hajj, it means you can pay zakat. So brothers and sisters, Hajj includes all 5 of the pillars of Islam. This is number one. Number two, Hajj basically is a commitment of Islam's perfection. It is our commitment to make our Islam perfect. That is why Hajj is only one-time obligation in life. You can repeat it. If you want to go every year, you can do it. But it's not a must. It's not an obligation. Only the first one is a must. The second one is sunnah. The third one is sunnah. The fourth one is sunnah. You can do it every year, but it's only once. Why is it only once? Because the moment you do it, you wanted to say to Allah, I wanted to complete my deen. This is the completion of Al-Islam. That's why Hajj is related to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Why? Because when you come to Al-Islam, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam perfected every single commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says in the Holy Quran, وَإِذِ وَتَلَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ. He completed every single commandment, every single order that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Ibrahim without any question, even things that beyond our rationality as a human being. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to him, go and sacrifice your son, he didn't say, Ya Allah, you just gave me the beautiful one. This is the only son that I had. Ya Allah, how it is possible? He came directly from Jerusalem to Mecca and he said to his son, Ya bunayya inni ara fil manami anni adbahuk. Oh my son, I have a dream in my sleeping. I have a command, I have an order from Allah to slaughter you. What do you think? What do you think? A sincere father will find a sincere response for his son. What the son say? Ya abati fa'al ma tu'mar. Oh my beloved father, do what you are commanded to do. Satajidun insha'Allah min as-sabirin. You will find me among those who are patient. Brothers and sisters, this is number 2. Perfectness of Islam. And that's why Al-Hajj al-Mabrur, according to Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, once he asked Abu Ubadah, and he said, what is the Hajj Mabrur? And the answer was not a definition. Abu Ubadah simply said to him, look at your life when you come back from Hajj. Because in Medina, look at your life when you come back from Hajj. That is the perfection of Hajj. Before coming before going to Hajj, sometime, still 5 minutes more, before Zuhr time, I'm still busy in my office. Oh, no, not yet. I have still 30 minutes. I can still wait until 30 minutes to finish the time of Asr. 30 minutes before Asr, then you pray. Inshallah, when you come back from Hajj, I wanted to do it on time. Becoming better when you come back from Hajj. That is the meaning of perfection. That is the meaning of perfection. Brothers and sisters, the meaning of Hajj itself, Hajja, Yahijju Hijjatun means travel to a distant place. But there is another second one. Hajja, Yahujju Hujjatun. Why Hujja? What is the meaning of Hujja? Proof, evidence, dalil. Evidence of what? Evidence of our commitment to Al-Islam. That's the meaning of Hajj. This is number 2. Number 3, Hajj is about representation of life. From the very beginning until we return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the whole aspect of human's lives are being represented in the practices of Hajj. The very beginning is Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, it's called Ihram, Al-Haram, mean, something holiness. It's not the holiness of Allah here. Holiness, something pure, purity. Why purity? You begin your journey with purity because you came to this dunya beginning with purity. Kullu mawludin yuladu ala al-fitrah. That is the beginning of human's life. So when you go there, that is like representing the beginning of human's life. That's why you say, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Allah, I'm coming here to begin my life with one commitment. As we say, Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala shahidna. We say shahada. That's why, my brothers and sisters, Hajj represents every single human's life. From the very beginning. What does it mean to be tawaf? This life is nothing but tawaf. You came from Pakistan, coming to America, tawaf. You came from Bangladesh, coming to America, tawaf. Everywhere you move in this world is tawaf. But one thing you have to remember, wherever you go, make sure that the center is the symbol of the greatness of Allah, the symbol of the holiness of Allah. What is that? Kaaba al-Musharrafa. So brothers, Kaaba is not only there. Essentially, Kaaba is everywhere. Means, when you do your life around this world, make sure that Allah is there in the center. Allahu Akbar is everywhere. Allahu Akbar is not only when you do masjid. Allahu Akbar is in the market. Allahu Akbar is on the street. Allahu Akbar is in Pakistan. Allahu Akbar is in Bangladesh. Not when you come to America, it's not Allahu Akbar anymore. That's not Allahu Akbar. So brothers, when you do tawaf, that's what you have in mind. Have Allah in the center of life. What is sasa'i? You do everything. You wake up early in the morning. You go to your grocery, open your grocery, hoping for $5,000. You get only $5. You struggle. But who decides the risk? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what happened to Hajar alayhi salatu wasalam. She was looking for water. In Safa, she didn't find. In Marwa, she didn't find. 7 times running around, but Allah decided somewhere else. You can struggle, brothers, but don't decide. Do not be Superman and Superwoman. The one who decides Ar-Razzaq is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is what Hajj, brothers and sisters. The last one, because we want to listen from our Sheikh, that Hajj is the representation of the universality of humanity. That's why in the Holy Quran, the commandments of Hajj never been use the word amanu. وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ. Allah always used the word human beings. Why? Because in the Hajj, humanity is being represented. You will have every single human being there. And that's happening since 14, 15 centuries ago. Yeah, you can imagine, my brothers and sisters, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتِينَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. They will come from distant places. The Sahaba at the time, you think, thought what? They never talk about Chinese are coming, Russians are coming, Americans are coming, Europeans are coming, Hispanic people are coming. It happens. That's the miracles of the Quran. 14, 15 centuries ago, Allah had said they will come from distant places. And now you go to Makkah and the Hajj, you will see every shape of faces. Like myself, you know, I've been trying to grow my beard, and that's what I have. You know, the Pakistani brothers criticized me a lot. You know, how come the Imam, you know, in Shah Faisal Masjid, when I was that Imam, I was an assistant Imam in Shah Faisal Masjid. And every time I lead the Salat, nobody protested. But the moment I turn my face to them, say, well, how come you don't grow beard here? I am in Indonesia, we try to grow it, but that's what happened. So, this is the universality of Islam, my brothers and sisters. So we have to learn how to respect diversity within the Muslim community. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha, wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'il lita'arafu, inna akramakum 'inda Allahi atqakum. We have to learn that in the Hajj, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from our Hujjaj, Hajjan mabruran wa sa'yan mashkuran wa dhamman maghfur wa tijaratan tabur. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
ITV, Call of Peace, Save Humanity.